Good evening, everybody. My name is Raymond Lopez, and today we'll be going over my PowerPoint today, specifically talking about SpaceX, but in more specific of what kind of space association we are going to talk about NASA today. And today we're going to be going over the PowerPoints like I kind of had how I said earlier, and basically just going to be going over through my PowerPoint and basically show you of what I have for NASA and basically going to be explaining by the aspects one by one slide, of course. Let's get started, shall we? NASA. How does NASA come to fruition? How does NASA work? Obtainability of NASA. The future to NASA. Very good questions. I'm sure we might have a lot of questions to ask. What is NASA on the slide? What is NASA? Once again, basically NASA is the National Astronautics and Space Administration. Conducts missions to explore space, study Earth and the solar system. Work aims to expand our understanding of space. And of course, they explore the universe with their telescopes. Because unfortunately, we are not able to travel in that many light years. Otherwise, it'd be physically impossible for right now. Scientific discovery and technological advancements. Of course, that is basically what the definition of NASA, not exactly the definition, but that's basically the key words that might give you an idea of what NASA might be. And actually what is. Excuse me. How was NASA found? It was founded on July 29th of 1958, but it wasn't publicly announced on October 1st of 1958. It has 20 open centers and facilities. That's not too much, I could imagine. The purpose of NASA, accessible to all nations worldwide. High cost rate since it's a pretty big company, of course. It's actually owned by the United States government, which that is on the lower slides. And it definitely remotes a lot of places due to the amount of proportionate opportunities that it could give for people who are gifted with those careers of knowing rocket science, of course. First tested satellites. On January 31st of 1958, they had launched a total of 4 satellites, contracted by, of course, the US government, like I had mentioned earlier. Types of speeds from NASA. There are only 3 types of speeds. Escape velocity, which goes on 11.2 kilometers per second. Orbital velocity orbits Earth at approximately 28,000 kilometers per hour, which equals to 17,500 miles per hour, without adding the kilometers. Whitney speed excess is 25,000 kilometers per hour. That's still a pretty big number for all those speeds from NASA discovered. Availability for NASA. Concurrent 11 million subscribers. More than 3,000 satellites in space. 23 countries NASA is available. That's not too many countries due to worldwide, because unfortunately not every country is developed. Not like the United States, Russia, China, and I'm pretty sure of all the other European countries. I'm pretty sure Japan has an NASA as well too. NASA's budget. Its internal budget was around 100 million USD dollars. Ouch, that is a lot of money. Monthly allocation of about 8.33 million, which is monthly. Yeah, monthly allocation. Annual budget has been in the range of 20 to 25 billion overall, basically, the annual budget. Future hardware for NASA. Space telescopes. Ambition Space observatory designs to absorb the universe. Also provides an unprecedented insights into the early universe. Mars exploration is another future hardware that NASA is planning since 2033 for the official astronauts to step foot, according to the media. Aiming to explore and study the red planet further, Perseverance rovers. Future for NASA. Advancements in technology and scientific research, continued exploration for space to send astronauts back to the moon. Well, like I said earlier, what is the reason why NASA has a future for? To, of course, send the future astronauts to Mars, and hopefully they can find a way to obtain life there. Of course, with the Earth's resources, with all the oxygen, due to the fact that Mars doesn't have any oxygen. I'm sure the moon doesn't either. I'm pretty sure they're going to have to come up with a way to build domes in Mars because, of course, there's no oxygen life over there. If we took off our helmets and tried adapting to the Mars's life, we'd die within 20 seconds due to the carbon monoxide. In conclusion, pushing boundaries of human knowledge, inspire the world through its adventurous request, possible life out of the planet, out of planet Earth, due to its pollution and everybody littering, and then the Pacific Ocean is already, by the time it reaches 2050, it's already going to be covered in trash. And for what I've heard on one of the YouTube videos, that kind of has really nothing to do with what I had cited, but by 2050, I hear that the world is not going to have any fresh drinking water. And that's probably why NASA is planning to send people over there to Mars. We may not be able to send everybody, unfortunately, but of course it's only the well-off people, and that is very unfortunate. All right, these are the works cited pages that I had cited, and this is the website I pretty much got most of my idea research on this project. But I think that is it for tonight, guys. Thank you for watching this tedious presentation. I'm sure some of you may enjoyed it, but other than that, that will be the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching. Have a good night, and don't study too hard.